is Scott Simpson. I'm the school principal here at Osceola Magnet, and we're getting all set up and ready for today's celebration. Back in 1993, Osceola decided to become a magnet school, and so we formed Osceola Magnet 25 years ago. In fact, this is the original Osceola Spirit shirt that some fifth graders designed, each individual student, 25 years ago. And in fact, the fifth graders who did this, they're now in their mid-30s. So we're a science and math magnet school, and we have an incredible tradition. Our specialty is science and math. That's what kind of separates us from everyone else. But we have incredible families, incredible teachers, and what you'll see in a little bit from our presentation, our music, art, PE, and media center teachers, we call them our specials teachers, they have been planning this celebration. And again, you wouldn't think that a science and math school, that logical side of the brain, has a creativity side of the brain as well, but that's one of the areas that we excel in, and a lot of parents know about Osceola because of our students' visual arts presentation. So you'll get to see that in a little bit. But we're very proud of everything that we do here. It's not easy with 536 kids, 55 different adults, plus all the parents and anyone else is on campus, trying to make sure we're doing a great job. At the end of the day, our job is to make sure that our kids are learning, but also provide that safe, healthy environment, and I think we do a pretty good job at it. I'll put our reputation out there on the line. Ask around. We do a great job here at Osceola. I'm very, very proud of everything that we do. So I hope you get to a chance to enjoy the presentation today and everything that goes on, and I'm looking forward to it as well.
Welcome to the Osceola Magnet 25th anniversary celebration. We have some pretty incredible events that are going to be happening in just a moment, but first I would like to introduce a couple of our special guests that are here today. First, she's refusing to sit down, but Miss Roberts, one of our former principals, right over here. And up front, from our district office staff, we have John Teskey, Assistant Superintendent of Operations. Bruce Green, Assistant Superintendent of Assessment and Accountability. Kristen McMillan, Communications Director. Ms. Tiffany Justice, one of our board members. Laura Zort, also one of our school board members. And Dr. Mark Randell, our school superintendent. All right, now before we talk, every now and then, someone asks me, why are we called Osceola Magnet? Now, I'm holding a magnet in my hand, but this is not why we are called Osceola Magnet. 25 years ago, in fact, these shirts were created 25 years ago, these drawings, the very students, they were fifth graders at the time, that designed each of these letters were students here 25 years ago. But we're an Osceola Magnet because we do something special. Magnets are special. How many of you guys have done a science experiment here at school with a magnet? At some point this year, you've held a magnet in your hand. Excellent. So, a couple of things about a magnet that you may not realize, and this applies to our school too. First, Mia, can you come up here for a moment? She has a paper clip in her hand. Now, kindergartners, first graders, you can probably guess what happens when a magnet touches a paper clip, right? First grade, anyone have a guess what's going to happen? Yeah, go ahead. It sticks. Let's find out. That's right. Osceola Magnet, we draw some of the most amazing kids to this school. And I will tell you, we like to take a lot of credit for the amazing students that we have. But students, look around here. These are not all the parents of this school, but your parents, your families, for some reason, I don't know what it is, but our school attracts some incredible, incredible kids, and a lot of it is your parents. So give a round of applause for just all the parents and all the parents that we have. Kindergarten, do it all over again. I agree, but listen to this. We do some incredible things here. And you stick with us for all 6 years. Now, we're a science and math magnet. Science and math is our specialty. So our students walk away from Osceola knowing so much science, so much math, loving these two subjects more than anything else. But there's one final thing about a magnet that's interesting too, and Mia, if you want to come on up here. Although you stick around with us for 6 years, kindergartners, you're going to be here for 6 whole years. Go ahead and pull that right off. At some point, we let you go. At some point, 5th graders, you guys will be in middle school next year, just like every grade level moves up. And I honestly, this last month, I actually emailed and talked to a couple of 6th grade teachers in our school district, and I said, tell me about my Osceola kids. And my first compliment was that our students are well prepared for math and science, academically, for school. Our students are well prepared. But you know what else they said? They said, hey, when they said, if you went to Osceola, raise your hand, these 6th graders would raise their hand. And they said the Osceola kids, they're good kids, and they have a strong work ethic. They work hard. They're good kids, and they work hard. And I'll tell you, there's a lot of things that we do here. We want you to be smart up here, but we also want you to be smart in here on the inside as well. And when you look around, there's some incredible kids here, not just in school, but also with who you are. And we're very proud of that. So for now, you guys aren't going anywhere. You're sticking around. All right, you're not allowed to leave yet, 5th graders. Kindergartners, you'll be here for a while yet. But we have a great performance that we're going to be doing in just a moment. And I'm going to now pass this off to Mrs. Jones, who has coordinated all of this along with, actually, I want to do a round of applause for 4 people. Miss Jones, Miss Nelson, where are you? Coach Lucas, and Miss Rodriguez, and Miss Tarantella, and who am I missing? A lot of other staff. All right, now Miss Jones.
Our students, grades kindergarten through 5th, will now do a choral reading of the book, Only One You.
It's time, Papa said. I think it is, Mama agreed. Time for what? Adri asked. Papa's voice softened. To share some wisdom. There's only one Mama said. We hope you will remember. Papa winked and whispered. We know this is a lot for you to think about. Adrian did a backward somersault and smiled. He was excited to get out into the new world with what he had just learned. Wait for me, he shouted to his friends. Before he swam away, he turned back to his parents and said, I will remember. Mama kissed Adrian on the top of his head. There's only one you in this great big world, she said. Make it a better place.
All right, now, students, there are 4 teachers at Osceola Magnet who were Osceola teachers when we became a magnet school 25 years ago. So as those 4 teachers come up to the front, Ms. Parentel is going to be presenting for them. I would like all teachers, both current or former, any staff members that have worked or are working at Osceola, to wave to the crowd as our 4 teachers come up. So round of applause for all of our teachers that are here today, both former and current.
Good afternoon. Students, I'm sure you're excited to be out of class this afternoon, but I would like to give you a little history lesson. Back in the early 90s, the neighborhood around the original Osceola Elementary School was changing, and it was becoming more commercial. We didn't have a lot of kids in the area of our school. District leadership began to look at ways to change that trend, and the decision to transform Osceola from a traditional elementary school to a magnet school was made, as Mr. Simpson showed you so well, to attract students to our school. We were the first magnet school in the district. Parents and students signed a commitment, as they still do, and the teachers also made a commitment to build our school community. Building on our math and science focus, we became the Explorers. During those early years, we had much more flexibility with our curriculum. Each 9 weeks, we focused our science around earth, air, fire, and water. We became the caretakers of the earth. It was at that time that our logo of the children holding hands around the world was first used. And the design on this year's t-shirt was also the original design of the Osceola Magnet t-shirt. Carol Marino was the first principal of Osceola Magnet, with Susan Roberts serving as elementary specialist, which is what assistant principals were known back in those days. Carol was followed by Barry Cisak, then Pat Trimble. Susan Roberts became our 4th principal, having served as assistant principal in the 15 years before that. Susan helped us transition to our current location before her retirement. She was followed by Kathleen Goldstein and finally Scott Simpson. Through it all, we have developed a special identity that aligns with our mission statement, that we are a model for the state in the areas of science and math exploration, with an integration of the arts and literacy in an engaging, positive, and collaborative school community. And we continue to strive to meet the district's goal of educating and inspiring every student to be successful.